Good evening, this is your Psychic LG, reporting from the United Kingdom. Is anybody there? It is 11:10 p.m. UK time, and we are going to delve deep tonight. Tonight we are multi-streaming. It's a special edition, and I'll just wait for people to come on. Good evening, Graham, Stooge, Brownie, Franco. How are you all doing? I'll just get my cup of tea. Sparkly Shimmer, good evening. Oh, thank you. Hi, everybody. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you all are around the world. We are going to delve deep tonight. We are going to look into the looking glass. And tonight I am multi-streaming. I've got to put a blinking thumbnail out for you, didn't I? It was just on the off chance because I'm just so overwhelmed with all the beautiful messages in my heart. Oh, thank you. I've just scrunched my hair because I'm growing it. My heart was just beaming with love for you all, and I just thought, I've got to come on. I just need to get back into balance, guys. And like I will promise that I will do a lot of spiritual stuff for you on YouTube. But tonight I thought a special edition for everybody. We'll multi-stream tonight for people on YouTube as well, because I know that you love this community. How are you all doing? Oh, thank you. I love yous too. How do I put a thumbnail on this? It's too late, isn't it? It's too late, isn't it? Let me see if I can. I'm never prepared, you know. I need staff. It's a late afternoon in Seattle. You love my hair, thank you. I'm actually growing it, and it started to come in like with a little bit of a kink and a wave. So I'm just letting it be and see what happens to it. And then I'll tell you what's been happening. I was very unwell last week, guys. And the week before, I had a serious bout of the flu. I actually thought I was going to die. I felt so dreadful. It was not the best. Adam's a lot better, thank you. What the hell are you seeing there? All right, okay. So, as you know, I haven't been on YouTube for well over a month, if not more. And I thought, I've got to come on. I'm just going to see if I can change this and put the thumbnail out. I don't know if that's actually possible. I might have to do it later. Give me 2 minutes. Oh, lives. I am live, aren't I? Am I live on YouTube? I am, aren't I? So if I sound a little bit croaky, I'm actually okay now, but I'm overcoming some sort of flu thing that I had, which was absolutely horrific. I don't know if it was COVID or bird flu or what it was. I think it was because I'm coming to the end of my treatment and I'm on immunotherapy, so everything's intensified if you catch anything. That's why you've got to be careful. And yeah, so it wasn't the best, but I overcome it. I just lay low, nourished myself, did what I had to do. I can't find the live thing. I'll just have to leave it. I'll put it on later. You're getting us in the road tonight, guys. So if I sound a little bit croaky, it's because I'm overcoming, you know, the remnants of a cold. But I've got, you know, I'm a lot better now. A lot better now. And so much has happened. And I just had to come on because a lot of the predictions that I've done months ago, last year, are like starting to fall into place now. Like, you know, Trump's going to fall out with Elon and all of this. And I just thought I've got to come on and give you a big update to why I lay low. People on Twitch know. I just felt very for a long, long time, I felt very, what's the word when it's not censored, it's shadow banned type of thing. So there was that, but there was a situation where I had to make it fair for the Twitch users because they're the ones who are paying a subscription. And I feel on Twitch you can say more. You can definitely say more. But then there was also the situation when I felt under attack, and it wasn't from you guys at all. It was, I don't know where it was coming in from, but I just felt very, there was a lot of trolls attacking us, even though they might not have been coming up on the feed. And, YouTube, I suppose, given that they were blocking it because I had it on like sort of where, not all comments were coming through. But at the same time, I think it's when you're very sensitive and you're getting death threats. You don't need it when you've overcome breast cancer and stuff like that. I thought, I don't need this crap. Do you know what I mean? So I did that. And then, of course, my son took something happened to my son. And I'm going to talk about that tonight. And he's a lot better now and he's getting the help that he needs. So I felt because of what happened to my boy, I had to take a step back from YouTube and just nurture everything what was going on in the house, the dynamics and everything. But to cut a long story short, well over a month ago, my son, from the last time I had been on here, I felt under attack. I felt as if it was coming in left, right and centre, a bit like being witched in a way. And then my son tried to take his own life, my youngest son, Adam. And it was the most horrific thing that I'll ever have experienced. I thought breast cancer, losing my brother was bad enough. But never mind that, you know what I mean? And but we're getting the help now for him. And he's a load better. He's been put on a tablet, excuse me. He's been put on a new tablet for ADHD. And what a difference. What a difference. He's so more balanced now. So, but it's took basically, in a nutshell, for him to chuck himself underneath a bus, bless him, for the authorities and the, whatever you want to call them, the mental health out there, for them to believe that he was struggling. So that's where I've been, guys. That's where I've been. And I've been lying low, doing my mum thing. So after numerous weeks of backwards and forwards to the fracture clinic, so yes, he chucked himself underneath the bus. And there you go. And he had a broken arm, which he had to have an operation, a broken nose, broken ribs, broken vertebrae at the side of his spine, broken ribs, broken nose, and a big dint in the bus. They said he was like Garth, and it was a miracle that he was still alive. It's just a miracle. So that's where I've been at, and you can imagine overwhelmed with hospital appointments for Adam, social workers to get him the right help now, doctors, psychiatrists, and then my own stuff going on top of that. And then, of course, I ended up getting the flu, so that's what happened to us. But I feel I'm in a better place now. Excuse me. Much better place. Where you understand, what's important. It's obviously I told the Twitch family because that's what I do, and I went on and told them. I drink lots of water, I do everything right, and I just felt I needed a break from social media. I felt that it was sort of in the collective. I felt like I was walking into the witch's pot. It's the only way I could describe it. And tonight's been a big thing for me to come out here and to tell you all of this, but I wanted to. So for all you haters out there, which have given us hate mail by saying that I've just gone onto Twitch because I'm all for making the money, is a load of rubbish. Yeah? Basically, I put my Ben first. you know, my son first, and that's what it's all about. And I'm just at a place now where I don't know where my channel's going to go, I'll be honest with you. I love doing this, but I would say that I want to put more spiritual stuff out onto YouTube. That's what I want to go with it. And carry on doing the intel stuff and all the woo-woo stuff, and carry on doing it on Twitch. But tonight I thought I would come out and give you a special. Yeah, people get very weird about money, don't they? And there's a lot of people in my group tonight, especially Twitch group, from Maggie, who's experienced great pain losing her partner. I want to give a shout out to Lance, who's lost his dear pet. I believe his pet was 20 years old, or if not more, his cat. And there's worry in the collective. We've got Graham in the audience tonight, and Inverness, he's worried about his daughter. So I just had to come out just to tell you all that I'm okay. I'm in the land of the living. And what I have been doing is, I can't believe that I've lost my voice since I've come out again. Give us 2 minutes. This is what I mean. Every time I come out, I feel, woof. 2 minutes. I found it easier to write my prophecies down, which I've been doing. I am never ever going to stop my prophecies. Yeah, I get them all the time, and because I haven't been doing the world predictions, everything has just been building up, and I've got to let it out. And I have been writing stuff and putting it out because I do automatic writing. But it's just one of them things what's never going to go away, you know. Either you do it or you don't do it. You know, it's in you. And I could stop this job tomorrow and stop readings tomorrow, but I'm still going to get world events coming through. I'm still going to get them visions. It's not going to stop. So tonight I just want to give a big shout out to everybody who's watching this, that even mediums go through it. And one day when I get fitter, when I get over this immunotherapy, I want to run the Great North Run, which is something that we do in our city. We do it for charity, and I'm going to do it for a numerous things, but definitely it's going to be mental health. Definitely. Because there's not enough funding out there for it. There's not enough help out there. And there needs to be more help. Does that make sense? Thank you, June. So yeah, I had to take a step back. I had to think of myself and what was important. But I've been watching the show from afar. I've been sitting watching with my pajamas on. I've been sitting watching everything what's been happening. I mean, what a shit show. What the hell? What is going on at the minute, guys? And I'm going to look into it tonight. So, what a time to be alive, eh? It's a head spinner, isn't it, Marina? Exactly. So there's been so many people grieving, so many people worried, and I've got so many clients worried about their younger members of the family with mental health, that type of thing. What do? You just have to try your best, don't you? It's definitely a bubble and pot at the moment, yes. So this is not just for the UK, I think this is for everywhere around the world. There needs to be a new understanding, and we need to talk about it more for mental health. Especially, I think, for young men, they tend to bottle it up. I'm not saying that young women don't go through it, because they do, but I think that the younger generation are so sensitive, and they need the help. You know? But since I've last been on, I've had a new website made. I don't know if you have seen it. So a big thank you to everybody who helped us with that. I'm so grateful. I've got some amazing friends around the world. I think it's because men hold it in, don't they? It's definitely with the British culture. Is it that stiff upper lip? It's like they find it hard to open up about stuff like that. So as the UK becomes so woke, it's unbelievable. You know, you've got young mothers, as Graham's put here, getting arrested for taking their kids' iPads off them to let them study. You've got all sorts of crazy stuff going on. I really don't know where to start, so I thought I'd start with this tonight. And we're looking to see what the crystal ball is going to say what's happening around the world, yeah? Crimes are definitely through the roof in the UK, as somebody's just put here, MK Ultra Super Soldier Girl. They're through the roof in Florida. The knife crime has risen within the UK. You know, you've got all the church and mosque situation going on over here. I don't know what's going on there, so I'm going to look into that. I think everybody should have a therapist. I really do. Especially the way the world's going now. I'm just reading some of your lovely comments. I do feel for kids for today. The recent blogs that I've been doing is I've been writing about the 90s a lot and what it was like back then, and so different now, isn't it? There's a lot of worry to do with on the streets in Dublin at the moment, Pauline, yes. We've got Brummy Girl here. My son tried to take his own life 9 years ago over a relationship. Oh, thank you, Brummy Girl. Talking about Brummy Girl, Wolves has done very well today, haven't they? Well, we're talking about football here, guys, if anybody doesn't know. And before we start, I want to send prayers out to Eddie Howe. He's the Newcastle United football manager. He's been rushed into hospital and nobody knows why. I don't know if anyone's got any updates. So let's hope he's okay. He's one of the best managers we've had. So let's have a cup of tea and let's get cracking, should we say? So I'll keep you updated on Adam, but currently at the moment he's doing really well, and I want to say a big thank you to all the prayers that people have been sending him on Twitch. It's a great community. If you aren't subscribed, I'll put the link in the description after this show, and you can get it free if you've got Amazon Prime. But nevertheless, if you can't, I'll still be on here anyway, and I'll still be doing bits and bobs on here anyway. And excuse me if I'm sounding a bit croaky. Like I say, I'm just overcoming flu. But my cats are doing well, thank you very much. And Zizi now takes to sleeping with Adam. So I think she's sort of like a protector to him. So that's really good. Yeah, I think so. Definitely so. So, for new people coming in, and for, I can't see new subscribers because I've lost a few subscribers, but if you are, you never know. Thank you. And yeah, we start with a prayer. We start with an angel, invoking the angels. And if you need healing, or if you need, if you're worried about a situation, just write the name or the person or the persons or the situation in the comments section, and you will receive the healing that you need. He's getting all the help now, Julie, and everything now what should have been given to him a few years ago, he's getting the help now. I'll show you a picture of my boy before we start. If anybody doesn't know what Adam looks, I've got two lovely boys. Luke is like fairish to the hair. He was blonde when he was little, but he's now got no hair. He's sporting a Kojak look, which he really suits. So I haven't got a recent update of Luke. But Adam, I'll find a picture of Adam. Yes, I think there's been a lot of people really having it rough recently, haven't they? Then, of course, I went and lost my best mate about a month ago as well, so that didn't help. And if any of our boys are watching, I just want to send you his love. Karen, my lovely friend, little Karen, who's now in spirit. What's that saying? We don't get over our loved ones, do we? We just learn to walk through it. Now, where's there a picture of Adam that I can show you? Okay. Just need to find a picture. I've got that many pictures of the little one. And the cats. Because I'm just the crazy cat lady. I'm just the girl what talks to the wall. Where is the picture? Where's he gone? I used to call him Tut Tut when he was little. Tut Tut, Tut Tut, little ginger nut. He's got bright red flaming hair. And I can't find a bloody picture of him. That's strange. Why have I got pictures of Elvis in here? I'll never know. I think I was going to do a challenge of Elvis and it never came off. Ah, there he is. There he is. His hair's a lot longer than that now. He's sporting sort of the Yeti look. I would say his hair's about there. I says, you should shave it underneath there and put it into a ponytail. It would suit you. But anyway, he's just a sensitive soul what is overcoming something. And he will be okay. I do believe he'll be fine. He looks like Ed Sheeran. I know, where does the red hair come from? I'm dark to the hair. I do have a red undertone, but not like that. And his dad was dark, is dark to the hair. Last time I seen him he was anyway. And then I had Chucky. So there you go, little Chucky, that's what I used to call him. But like I say, I think our kids are up against a lot, and you just don't know what's going on with the programming, with things, and with music and God knows whatever. It's all going on, isn't it? The night with the cape was hilarious. I can't believe that you remember that one, Rainbow Bright. That was funny, wasn't it? So, Adam's got autism and he's got ADHD. And yeah, there was a night he came down here and I turned around for it because he wanted to say hi to everybody on Twitch. And he was standing there with a cape on. Had he made a cape from something? He's hilarious. I think he just put a towel around, hadn't he? He just made a cape with a towel. But you have to watch what he's doing, you know. You have to watch what he's listening to, and he just takes everything in, literally. Yeah, it was a dog blanket, wasn't it? So Adam is a clairsentient, yes. Oh, thank you, Loretta. And of course, you never get two the same. My lucky boy, my oldest boy, is very, very sensitive. But he's, well, touch wood, he's been fine mentally. Do you know what I mean? But, like I say, you never get two the same, do you? So, according to Michelle here, Ladinsky, am I saying your name right? At the high school, there is a lot of youngsters going through this at the minute. So Zizi is the black kitty, yes. And all her furs come back in, apart from a few balded patches. But she's overcome it. It's took a year, Maggie. Right, so let's start with the invocation of the angels. Okay. I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I ask my faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Lady Direwolf, A2I, Running Star, and anybody who would like to come forth from the angel realm, the fairy elementals, the spirit world, any star beings that would like to telecommunicate with us tonight or give us true answers, or literally anybody who's in the spirit world to come forth with love and light, love and light, love and light. Amen. Oh, that's nice, Chrissy. So I just believe that what we've got here, it's like a spiritualist church, isn't it? And like I say, over the weeks, I've been getting lovely messages from you all, and I just thought I've got to come back out and say I love you all. And it's nothing against you at all. I will be coming out again in a regular way. But it was just that I was overwhelmed, if you can understand now, overwhelmed with everything. So to draw back, I had to figure out what was going on. Does that make sense? Oh, massively. Just logic, massively. So last week he had pins taken out of his arm. They were about that big. He's had them taken out, so he's doing really well. I've got a few bones to pick with the Northumbria police, but that's another story. We'll get to that at another point. Because obviously they were involved, but I'm not very happy with them, put it that way. But we'll wait for things to calm down before I start talking about that. So it's just been full on in here. You know, as you do as a mother, cooking nice meals, trying to make them feel safe. And that's what I've been doing. And my clients, you know, I've worked all the way through this, you know, and obviously I had to take a few days off last week because I was so unwell, so poorly, and like I say, I never get sick. I just think that it was just the universe telling us, come on, just stop for a bit. And that's what we've got to do. I'm going to start with some cards. Last night I was on YouTube, browsing as you do, and I couldn't stop watching real footage from the 9/11, from people's homemade videos. I don't know why I was doing that. Just felt the need to look. I don't know if I was trying to process something. Or my higher self was picking something up, that something like that's coming again. I hope not. But I get the feeling there's something not quite right at the moment, isn't there? And I think it was it last week or a few days ago that there was a fire in Trump Tower? It could be that. Lots of old memories coming forward. I know I've been thinking a lot about the 90s. It is the year of karma, 2025. It's the year of the snake. And I think that there's a lot of stuff to come out this year. But I said last year, maybe it's the year before, that Elon Musk and Trump were really friends and it was going to come out, and that came out. And then just not so long ago I said that they're going to fall out and they're not going to speak. Oh, thank you, Julie. Like I say, Adam's so much more balanced. Not that I'm all for pharmaceutical, you know. But in this case, I don't know what it is. It's a new ADHD tablet they've given him. It's really made a hell of a difference. A hell of a difference. Well, I was quite shocked at what the firemen had got. I knew the firemen were in the brunt of it in the New York police. But you know, when you're watching it, it's like you're really there, and like these homemade videos and that. So David Fletcher went on ADHD medicine 2 months ago and it changed my life. He's totally more balanced since he's been on it. Okay, so I'm turning some cards over here. And I'm asking the cards, is there going to be another situation? Or are we just reliving through stuff? I think there'll always be another situation. It's, you know, the D state, whatever you want to call them. They're still running amok. They're still up to stuff. And there's trickery very much. I think whatever comes out this year, there's a lot of trickery. Distractions, more the word, distraction on world screens. But I want to say that there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we do not know. So what we are seeing and witnessing looks a bit crazy at the moment, what with Trump's tariffs and all of that. But there's a bigger picture going on behind the scenes, and I'm going to look into that in a minute. Hello there, Mrs. Luciani. Okay, so we've got the judgment. I feel in a way it's like he's deliberately doing it. Is he deliberately wanting to crash the system? Or is he deliberately trying to wind up the media? That sounds more like it. But there's a bit of both going on here, isn't there? I'm getting the words method in his madness. There's a method in his madness. Amy Higgins, 70 countries have asked for negotiate since the tariffs. He's probably crashing the economy to bring prices back down to everybody. People can afford to live. Yeah, there's a method in his madness. This is what I'm being given tonight. But it's going to get worse. Look at that, man. Dear Lordy. Ladies and gentlemen, the shit is about to hit the fan. I want to say it's around about Easter time, and I'm sure I said that the last time. That's when it's all going to kick off. Or just after Easter. I'm sure I said that. So there's not just the stuff that Trump's up to, but the stuff that can't be stopped. I may as well read it out to you, what I had done. I think I put it out on my community page as well. Where is it? Okay. Right, so this is the new prophecy that I had done. It's got a picture of that on. It's a message for humanity, the Great Trade Bridge. Okay? You can always watch it later if you want, like read it later. But basically what I'm saying here is, I may as well read this to you. This is what Spirit gave his mind. Okay? So this is not me taking a side or anything like that. The Great Trade Bridge. I see a bridge, not made of steel, but of unity. A trade bridge rising out of Europe, stretching across seas, linking hearts, economies, and nations once divided. So it's going to get worse before it gets better. This bridge bypasses tariffs, bypasses control, and bypasses the shadow of one man's greed. The world is tired of being bullied by threats and tariffs, so it's going to get worse before it gets better. And so they come together for the first time in human history. Enemies become allies. I see China, the UK, Australia, Europe standing as one. I see leaders of honour breaking bread, not for war, but for peace. The pound becomes more than currency. It becomes a symbol of trust. And as the dollar begins to wane, so does the influence of the one who clutches it tightly. For a twist will bring back the new dollar and the gold coin. The old allies these once trusted turn dark, their motives revealed. And the world sees clearly until he is removed. Now you can see that many different ways. It might not be Trump, but this is what I got, right? Until he is removed. Where am I? But his face will be replaced onto the new coin. And the world will hold its breath. But his time is numbered. He will fall, and the old system will fall with him. That's okay, baby. This is not just politics, this is prophecy. The tables are turning. Watch for the trade bridge. It's already been built. It could be that. It could be Soros. It might not be Trump. That's just what I was given. But I'm feeling that everybody's playing their part. Everybody is there at the precise moment in time. This is what I'm going to follow on from this tonight, right? Like, everyone's different avatars are here to change the system. So Trump will be playing his part. Queen of Cups. You know what I get when I look at her? I get that woman, isn't that Marina, whatever she's called, who they imprisoned in France. It's like they wanted her out of the way as well, didn't they? Oh, thank you, Billy. Means a lot. Okay. So before I came on tonight, and apologies I was a little bit late. Normally when I'm drawn to something, because it's something what's going to happen, and I've talked about this since 2017, but it's going to get worse before it gets better, all right? We need to prep. We need to prep. Even if it's just 2-3 months worth of emergency food, tinned food, honey, peanut butter, noodles, rice, pasta, jars of pasta, like tomatoes, whatever. We need to prep. Because something's about to come down here. Now, according to this, that there's something ready to kick off within the next 5 weeks. Could be 5 days, but I want to say 5 weeks. What's that saying? Money's the root of all evil. That's what they say, don't they? So yeah, I feel Musk's really paid off with Trump because of the Tesla loss he's took on his business. Something else is coming in here. Something else is about to happen, and I see 3 people coming forth to disclose something. 5 days would be very, very good, Gigi. I'm seeing them lined up. It's headlines, news headlines. And they're making an announcement, these 3 people. I don't know, I get like a military feeling as well. Like a military feeling. Why am I getting military on the streets? Why am I getting Trump's ordering? Yeah, I think this is going to be a funny one tonight. Why is Trump ordering military on the streets? Give me a true answer. Magician. And my guides keep saying, Jed, my guide, there's a method in his madness. There's a method in his madness. He's up to something. Amy Higgins, Trump has just ordered a ton of military to our border. Interesting. Excuse me. That's crazy, isn't it? Did I not say that a few months ago, that there would be military on the streets? But I've seen it in the UK as well, so that doesn't make sense, does it? Is it a separate thing? Military on the streets in the UK. I'm telling you, at some point the Brits is going to massively kick off with everything what's happening. I mean, they're trying to cancel Christianity over here. Hello there, Diana. How's life in Dallas? Like truth bombs are all coming out. There's going to be something what's going to kick off on the streets of France. Old Paris. I keep going back to these people, there's 3 people. They're making an announcement. What's Trump's speaker called? That woman with the blonde hair. She's like speaking something. Like I say, everybody's where they need to be at the right place at the right time to do what they need to do. Pam Bondi, yeah. Is that what they're trying to do, Pauline, over there as well? Devils they are. Aren't they? All devils. So when I read the cards and I get the lovers, I always think there's something big coming. There's huge news coming out. And I've got the upside down justice, so that's injustice actually, what's taking place at the moment in the UK alone. I don't know what is going on with Tommy Robinson. I haven't really covered it much, but it doesn't look very good. You know, you've got random people over here, like just innocent, random family people who are getting arrested, you know, like for talking a certain way or saying a certain thing, you know, like from WhatsApp groups to... It's just gone so terrible over here. Oh no, it's not Pam Bondi, it's Caroline Levitt, yes. Sorry. And then, of course, we've got the rats on the street, what's going on in Birmingham. And a lot of my cousins are down in Birmingham. So if anybody doesn't know what we're going on, there's the bin men over here have gone on strike. And down in the Birmingham borough area. And there's just piling up of rubbish on the streets. It's like a third world. It's horrific. It's becoming a health hazard. And it's funny, I've just seen they're going to bring the army in. They're going to bring the army in. Let me just double check that. By the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. Yeah. So I said as well a little while ago that there's going to be scandals to come out with the councils of the UK, and it's going to be bigger than the post office scandal what's coming. So watch for that. I'm feeling 9 and 10, and I'm getting some numbers here that could be dates. So 9 or 10 could be, say, September, October. Do you see what I mean? Or the 9th or the 10th of a month. going to get really nasty. I'm getting that song from the 70s. Is it, I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden. Well, it's certainly not a rose garden over here in the UK at the minute, I'm telling you. Stinking bags of rubbish and... So where's all the money going? What we're paying the councils? Where's it going? Because for a little while now, they've stopped cutting the grasses over here as well. Run down, you've got broken fences and... So there's a lot of scandals to come out to do with the UK. But I like that. In the end will be fine in the end. It's this year. There's a lot to come out. Yeah, justice. We've got the justice here. We've got the judgment here. A rise of the Brits. I think British people are going to start fighting back from this crazy, nonsensical situation, what's taking place now in the UK. There's something coming in to do with schools. Watch for that to come in next. But we've got the justice. And we've got judgment. They're trying to cancel Easter over here. And of course now you can't pray on the streets and stuff like that. It's against the law. It's there's stuff to come out to do with money and where the money's been going. Well, we've got a good idea where the money's been going, but there's excuse me, scandals to come out with 2 British politicians to do with money. So watch for that. So, is there more going on why Elon's falling out with Trump than just the tariffs? Let's have a look. So where we've had Binman on strike down and burning him, well, I've heard there was. I think next, teachers, schools, NHS. There's definitely been more meets the eye than to do with the tariffs while them 2 are falling out. And mark my words, it's about to come out. It's about to come out. I'm getting May. End of April, May. That's when it's all going to explode and come out. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to happen by then. But whatever's coming out with the I'm going back to the council thing in the UK. It's the scandal to come out with the UK councils is bigger than the post office scandal. It's huge what's coming. Huge. Interesting, Maggie. I didn't know that. Maggie's just put in Twitch. Elon was hired as a temporary government employee. That position is only 90 days, which is the end of May. All right. Elon's definitely been stepping on toes. I think this is karma, really, isn't it? But like I say, everybody's doing what they need to do. All the different avatars are here. We're all back. And some people have come back here for karma, karmic debt, to change the system. Everyone's here for different reasons. Now that I totally agree with what June Ritchie's put here in Twitch. Councils are corrupt and they are here to line their own pockets, of course. Of course. I'm not sure if I'm looking into the end of this year or within the next couple of years. But there's also a huge scandal to come out. It might not be when Trump's in by then, mind. But there's some huge scandal to come out to do with the legal system over in the US. That's going to be a big one as well. And I guess it's Palm Sunday today. Happy Palm Sunday to people who celebrate Easter. So yeah, I think that we're just like at the minute, we're like the lambs, aren't we? Who they've tried to slaughter. But the wolves are being revealed. Elon is going to lose a lot more money than, I don't know if he already has, than just the Tesla thing. Okay. So we're going through a massive transition at the moment. And I said this years ago. I said that when we were coming out of Brexit, which is, it's all a show, you know what I mean? The whole thing's a movie show. I said that this drama of us coming out of Brexit, there's going to be a bigger thing to happen globally and everything's going to crash. I said this years ago, a few years back. And then we're going to be a new bridge of economy. So we're at that point where all this is about to happen. Can you hear us all right, guys? I'm sorry about that, super soldier. I think it's when the veil is so thin as well, and we're so enlightened, we see the evil, we sense it, we feel it. And how do we get past that? By protecting our bubble. It's not where we're sticking our head in the sand, but not getting triggered is the word. Because we have to let everything pan out. Because we are going into New Earth. There is going to be old cases, David, what's going to be reopened again. Okay. I think we just need to navigate through the storm and do the best we can. But I think it's about being one step ahead of these sociopaths when everything crashes. And it will only be for a short time. This is what I predict. But it's so important that we have our housekeeping affairs in order when things start going wrong. You know what I mean? Interesting. Interesting. So much corruption, so much evil, what's been taking place around this world. What's coming's bigger than COVID. It's shorter. It has to happen to change things. They'll blame Trump. It's written. It will happen. But there's this dark underworld that has always been operating. To clear it up, it takes a big change. We are going to go digital. To go digital, it has its pros and its cons. Yes, they can track way, but they can also track. It's going to stop a lot of drug barons coming into the country and stuff like that, and illegal stuff happening. I'm going to look into what's going on with Elon in a minute. I'm getting a bit stressed when I'm thinking of Elon, so I don't know if I'm picking up on his energies that he's stressed at the minute. Do you know what I mean? It's the innocent people what get caught up in the firing line. The innocent people on the Gaza Strip, little babies getting blown up. All because big men, little boys with toys. All about power struggle. Why would you blow a hospital up? Unless you're evil. But it's okay because it's the Gaza Strip. It's not okay. Life is life. Mother Gaia is angry. God is angry. And the cover-ups of hiding behind religion, which causes more chaos. Here we've got the high priestess and just holding the Torah. Can you see her? The secrets. The trouble in the Middle East is not over with yet. It's going to hit a peak within the two. I fear there's more loss to come. Everybody's here to play their part, but it doesn't always mean they're all good. I'll say that again. Everybody's here to play their part, but nobody's perfect, and it doesn't mean that everybody's all good. third person involved where you've had Trump and Musk and they were working together on something. Now they've fallen out. But there's a third person involved here. So whatever was agreed that what Trump's going to do, he's going to go and do it. He's doing it now. It could well be Putin. I really don't know. But Trump's a law of his own. He'll do what he wants to do. You know what I mean? And he's going to do what he wants to do. But he's going to upset Putin next. Big style. I'm getting that. Him again. The green hills far away, there lies the city wall. I get that is coming through really strong tonight again. David. Easter's really weird. I don't know if it's just before Easter or just after Easter, but there's a lot to happen by then. But I get a really weird feeling tonight, and I don't know how to put this out without upsetting some people. And I'm not here to upset people at all. I'm just getting the vision that I'm seeing. I'm not saying it's a definite, but something's not quite right to do with around Trump. When he goes, it'll all be very quick. And the media is going to be purple with rage, because where do they put their hatred then towards? Because they're feeding it off him. They're using him. It's all the loosh, isn't it? This Easter is going to particularly be extremely memorable. Extremely memorable. Let's see what it can be. Yeah, like what Sounders put here on YouTube. Do you get anything on dinosaurs? Yeah, I've been looking into that. I'll cover that in a minute. The cats have come alive. Oh dear, what's wrong? What was I going to look into before that? Oh yeah. Easter. There's the red flag again, like the England flag. Where the green hills far away lies a city wall. I don't know if we're looking at some assassination attempt here. Or something huge news coming out around him. That's like a loss. was like warning signs, and we've had the fire in Trump Tower. There was a little fire, wasn't there? A little fire. And then there's just been something recently. Someone broke into the governor of Pennsylvania's house and set it on fire last night. There's a bigger energy than what's going on political at the minute. And I see like these hooded people with like white hoods. There's a bigger energy going on at the moment. So we've got the strength card there. So it's a case of not getting pulled into the drama, but understand that there's going to be a lot of drama to take place, if not Easter time, after Easter. Okay. Someone very well known is going to go somewhere. It's overseas. Right, well that sounds a bit sort of... Right, it's somebody in maybe Eastern. Someone's going to go somewhere, and then there's going to be... They're suddenly just going to go. They're just going to disappear or go. And it's going to be like, is he alive or is he dead? This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm being shown. Yeah. You just got to watch this space, really, and watch for things to start to slowly unfold. So, getting into the cloning of the dinosaurs. Which is, again, I was watching the other night. There was somebody, strangely enough, is sort of connected with this secret place where they do cloning on people. And it was a video I was watching on YouTube. But the woman, I can't think of her name, she reminded us of somebody in the sort of truth community. And it, you know when you're like 2 o'clock in the morning and your brain starts whirling and you're thinking, well, is that person in the truth community, are they a clone? And you start thinking all sorts of things. We will have a real Jurassic Park. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I don't think you would want T-Rexes running around the streets. That's not a good thing. No, it wasn't Elizabeth. No, Gigi, no. Why do I feel they've already done that and they've got them somewhere in a secret island somewhere? Let's see if that's true. I quite often have like a repeated nightmare of, I don't live far away from a subway, you know what I mean? Which they've got blocked off at the minute, which is really weird. But normally it's open anyway. And it's dark and I've got this dream and I'm coming underneath the subway. And then, you know, them little snappy things, what they're called, not the T-Rexes, the smaller ones. They move very fast. That I'm getting chased by them bloody things. will we experience? I don't even want to go down there wondering if that would ever happen on Earth. But there is an island somewhere where they've set off these things. I don't know where the island is. It's very remote somewhere where they have dinosaurs on this island. The raptors, yes. Them snappy little things, you know. Oof. So, if anything's possible, it's an experimental island somewhere. No, it's not Epstein Island. It's a forbidden island where they tell her to keep away because of, I'm not saying it's Snake Island, but it's somewhere, or they could say where cannibals are or something like that, but there's not just cannibals there, there's bloody dinosaurs there. Government projects, yes. I mean, the plant eater ones are nice. You know, the big sort of ones with the long necks. But I would say there's a lot of stuff like that going on. But into the future, we will have a real Jurassic Park. Apparently, yes, Antarctica has giant insects. Definitely, Julie. Quite scary, that, isn't it? Beach Girl has put, has this island been hit with tariffs? No. Not yet. Pretty ridiculous, isn't it? It looks a very tropical island, lots of green, luscious growth there. I don't know if they've actually developed the T-Rex yet or that it's underway, but they have done other ones. They have done other ones. Same cards are coming out. We've got the Lovers, we've got the Magician, we've got the Tower. Oh, there's big news coming in with King Charles. I'm getting another flash here and I'm seeing mass migration due to a panic. It's got something to do with what's going on with Gaza and Israel. Keep getting military. So America will witness military on the streets as well as a big military celebration. And I'm here in the last post. There'll be a change of crown sooner than what you think. I'm going to give you some numbers here and then I'm going to look into Well, predictions in the crystal ball. 28, 26, 29, 15, 10, 17 and 2. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, and Trump has ordered a military parade for his birthday. You know what I got straight away when I seen that? Forgot about that. I got like, is that the type of thing Kim Jong-un would go, how he would go on? Interesting. Yeah. Tanks in the street, yes. Your funny sunny look. Just drama after drama to come onto the American screens. I'm telling you now. There will be another burning inferno before the truth is revealed. So watch for that to come out as well. Okay. It's crazy, isn't it? There's just so much scandals to come out. I think that it's just, this Easter is going to be a turning point in history for America. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm being given. And if it's a case that nothing really happens, it might be just a shift in energy that I'm picking up on. It could also be that. That's interesting. So let's see what's going on in this crystal ball here. Right, straight away I'm getting a divide there. South America, North America, problems at the borders. Yeah, there's a new economy. It's about to change. So you've had Xi Jinping recently, from today onwards, or tomorrow onwards, is going to be going around meeting certain people around the world. They're going to bypass this. They're going to create a situation. I've said this. I don't know if I put it out on Facebook or I've said it. But they're going to bypass the tariffs. Mark my words. They're definitely going to bypass the tariffs. What's the rain coming? There's also going to be something big coming off to do with satellites or something to do with space with Musk. So watch for that coming out. I keep getting the Vatican every time I look in this crystal ball. In Spain, I don't know why I'm getting Spain's going to be hit hard. I don't often get Spain here. But it might have a lot to do with when this new bridge of economy comes in. unless they're going to get hit hard with the tariffs, it could also be that. Because I would imagine that parts of Spain really rely upon a lot of immigrants to pick their fruit and stuff like that. There is a new world economy bridge coming, like a bridge of economy coming. And it's going to really benefit Africa as well. That's going to be, they're coming in on this trade thing as well. India's going to do really, really well. And Japan. So anybody who's into investments or they're worried with all these tariffs, it's short-lived. It is a worry. Things will change. It's in the collective what's happening and what's taking place in the Middle East. It's in the collective. It's in DNA. A lot of it's karmic as well. But I actually do believe, and I'm not trying to sound scary here, I do believe in the talks in the Bible about the end of times and all of that. The question is, who's the Antichrist? Because I actually do think that's where we are at the minute. It's all about to come out. But I don't believe the world's going to end. There could be a situation, a bit like a Bay of a Pig situation, where we'll have on the edge of our seats. But I don't believe the world's going to end. It's going to be the ending of the reality that we know. To what's to come in. The more we spiritually ascend, the more we can rise above this dark energy, this divide energy, and what they want. They want this divide. There is a massive shift to take place this summer. No matter what takes place on the global theatrics, on the media, within politics, is nothing to what we are going to experience spiritually. There's going to be a change with the dollar, and there's going to be a change with the pound. Everything I'm telling you will fall into place like a jigsaw puzzle. It'll be discussed on world news. There's going to be a change with the pound. Will we go to the euro? There's a shuffling going on. I'm getting the G7, it's coming in here very strong. They're creating something to bypass the tariffs. Why is he doing it? And Australia will lead the way. For a short time, trade will be blocked. There'll be worry. Australia's going to lead the way. Round about the same time, Robert Kennedy will stand and make a great announcement. For people who are worried about travelling in these crazy times, how do I put this? Don't feed into the negative because the veil's so thin. I believe we are our own creators now. So if you believe that you are protected, you are protected. I mean, obviously stay vigilant. There is a situation where there could be more news with planes, yes. But I felt a situation where planes that couldn't take off, poor quality of air, and something in the air or an energy attack is affecting the engines of the planes. Just been given to us there. Internet systems will go down. Only for a short time. Something about Kenya. Cape Town, Kenya. I don't know where I'm getting that. We're stronger united, definitely. I think there's some frequency going on here, trying to divide people. I don't know if it's an energy weapon or I don't know. We need shungite on we. The watchers are watching. This world is not what you think it is. We are all being tested. God rest the souls from the 9/11 tonight. I don't know why I'm getting that. Maybe there's something else coming up round about this September. When it kicks off, go inside and shut the door. Don't listen. I don't know why I'm being given headphones, like the old-fashioned headphones. Or earplugs. Maybe we might need them at some point. So I did say this a little while ago, when the going gets tough, trade could be affected. So if you are planning on doing any DIY, try to get things in as quick as you can. For people who have invested in coins not worth much or cryptos, just keep a hold of stuff. There's a massive shift happening. Like we went from the 90s into the noughties, there was a shift. It's coming again. You'll know when it's the right time. But there'll be that many people trying to get the money out. It could block things. You get New Year's Eve and people can't send a text because too many people are on the internet. The root of it's Austria. Something about the global market, when everything goes down, keep your eyes on Austria. It's fading out now. I'll see her again. This beautiful woman. Mother Mary. Our dear lady. She's out there watching everybody, watching all mothers, all sons and daughters, all the little children, in every country, from war-torn countries to our countries. Big change is coming. She's reunited with her son. Every mother has pain. We give birth having pain. And sometimes we have pain when we lose them or they hurt us. But our children are going through the same as us. Every generation's changing. She's saying to hold our children close, to watch what they are watching, what they are listening to, for there is evil on this planet. There is evil on this earth. Nobody should be afraid to have a voice. The new children of earth will rise. There's so much craziness to take place. I love you all. Happy Palm Sunday. When the North Star shines bright in the dead of the night, there will be fire and smoke. At the east, I wait for the little children. I weep. Hold on. Have faith. Don't give up. And when the mountains dance in snow, we will know the truth. The orange blossom in the east, and the jasmine on the summer eve will bring peace to Israel in a different location. The Holy Land is within. It is not in a position. It is within. Shalom. This is Mary. Shalom. And on that, I believe that we should close the night. Stay safe, guys, wherever you all are around the world. And stay strong. And I'll be back on again soon. This was your special Easter treat. I'll see you all again soon. Stay safe, stay strong, and may the force be with you all.